A few days ago, the master arranged for a piece of cargo from Egypt to arrive here in New York via ship.
What is this?
That's a nuclear bomb, sir.
Where did it come from?
Russia. ICOS brokered a deal through the black market and had it shipped through Egypt.
Where's the other one?
ICOS took it.
A disturbing number of references to an occultation preceding an apocalypse.
We had an eclipse a few weeks ago.
No, I think this refers to something else, something that has not yet happened. In the 1300s, the bubonic plague killed over 20% of the humans on the globe. It took 300 years to restore the world's population. Later, the Spanish flu infected more than half the people on Earth and killed 75 million before we were able to recover.
Enter the stars with some final thoughts on the eclipse tomorrow. Now, I'll be filming the eclipse. I doubt if I'll go live, only because I'm sure the bandwidth won't allow for it. I'm already having problems uploading videos today, and we're not even to the eclipse yet. They may be doing some kind of testing to make sure that anything that crazy happens, that you won't be able to film it live. And that was to be suspected, using the eclipse as the cover story, saying that so many people are uploading because of the eclipse, and that's why our internet is the way it is. I don't know if you guys are having the same problems, but I wanted to just say a few words and help you understand that there is no need for fear. All of these things that are coming about for a reason. Okay? This is all part of the plan to basically prove the devil wrong in the world, and those of us who have been faithful and believed and had love in our hearts, we will live on to eternity. The only sadness that I have if some kind of world event happens is that I had not reached more people and turned more people to the light side instead of the dark side. And every day that I wake up, that is my only goal, to help save other souls who are wallowing in their own sin and can't find the light. To try to give them hope, to understand that somebody cares. The last time that an eclipse crossed the contiguous United States was 99 years ago, in 1918, during the flu pandemic. Now, this isn't to create any type of fear. This isn't to make you run out and get a flu shot or anything like that. This is just to help you understand what all this means when you see it foreshadowed in these TV shows and films, which is what I just showed you in the clips before I started talking. This isn't me saying it, it's me pointing out what they're saying. And we know they did it before 9/11, and we know they're going to do it again before whatever it is that they do next. This is Haskell County, which falls exactly in the path of totality in Kansas, right here. The eclipse of 1918. And Haskell County was where the flu outbreak was first observed in 1918 of January, which was several months before the eclipse. But as you can see, the eclipse would pass right over Haskell County in its totality. And it says here, March 4th, the cook reported on sick at Fort Riley. By noon, March 11th, over 100 soldiers were in the hospital. Within days, 522 men at the camp had reported sick. And by March 11th, it had reached Queens, New York. Even though the flu of 1918 started in Kansas, only half of 1% of Americans died from the flu, whereas 50 million people died worldwide that year. It says 500,000 Americans died. At that time, there were 100 million people living in the United States, and so that's half of 1% that died from the flu. So what can you do? Well, you can be prepared, and your heart and your spirituality can be prepared as well. This isn't about the physical as much as it is the spiritual. If you've got dark places in your life where you're involved in things that are hurting other people and disappointing God, that is what needs to change in your life. I'm not here to judge you or tell you, because I've had to conquer and battle dark areas in my life in the past. But what we just saw in the strain was an absolute foreshadowing of these two eclipses. And this eclipse that's going to happen tomorrow may be the start of something much bigger. Now, in 1918, this flu outbreak, they say, began at Fort Riley, Kansas, the home of the Buffalo Soldiers, which Bob Marley sang about. And it happened on 3/11, which was the date of Fukushima. Now, regardless of what you believe or how you feel about all this, the point is to be prepared. And if you've heard nothing else that I've said up to this point, you should always be prepared, regardless of an eclipse or not an eclipse. We are in the last days, make no mistake. Well, I'll see you guys on after the eclipse. Take care and be safe.